California city councilman accuses gays of stealing the rainbow from God in a wild email blast. Drew, I think you got to read this one.
The leprechauns fucking steal the pot of gold too.
A Newport Beach, California city councilman stirred strong emotion after sending an email blast this week claiming that the LGBT community stole the rainbow, which was, quote, God's symbol that he wouldn't destroy the world by flood again, according to the Daily Pilot. The message was sent to constituents of the Orange County Beach City on Monday by Councilman Scott, was it Piotr? Does that sound right?
Yeah, Piotr.
The pilot reports and takes on the LGBT community's use of the rainbow as its symbol. He bashed the White House for its rainbow light display after the Supreme Court's landmark June 26 marriage equality ruling. I do find it interesting that the homosexual movement adopted the rainbow as their symbol, and it's God's symbol that he wouldn't destroy the world by flood again, he wrote. Maybe they are wishful thinking. He explained that he was referring to the passage in the Bible's opening book, Genesis, that tells the story of Noah, who built an ark to escape a massive flood meant to smite evil humanity. At the end of the flood, a rainbow appeared and is said to be God's promise that there would never be such a flood again. The homosexual movement is taking a symbol that was meant for something else and corrupting it for their use, he told the pilot. The people that are out there criticizing me for the email are leading the cry for no name-calling intolerance, but they're intolerant of any view but their own. According to the Daily Pilot, he has long crusaded against the LGBT community. He used to be a part of the Irvine Values Coalition, which tried to cut gays and lesbians out of the Irvine's municipal ordinance protecting human rights. He later garnered widespread condemnation in a city that is largely supportive of its LGBT employees and boasts an openly gay city mayor, according to the Pilot. The local paper came out against him, noting the rainbow flag gained prominence in the community in the 1970s.
Thank you there, Drew. One thing I want to bring up real quick is where he says it was wishful thinking on the gay community, the LGBT community. I think religion holds that fucking title when it comes to wishful thinking. I think we could honestly say that's the truth there. So,
well, was he when he was making that little jab there? Was he kind of getting at like? Was he kind of making like a comparison? Like maybe they're just hoping God won't destroy the planet again because of their wickedness. You know, you hear from so many of these people.
Well, that's what the rainbow is about. It's about God's covenant with Earth and man, supposedly, and I believe it was Genesis 9:13. Where God set a rainbow in the clouds, and it was a sign of his covenant between him and Earth. You know, basically saying that he wasn't going to flood the Earth again.
I'm saying, like, for instance, like, is he kind of getting at like maybe the gays are flying a rainbow flag to just be like, God, we know you're up there. Please don't kill us all because you promised you wouldn't.
Don't flood the Earth again. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Tempting. What the fuck is this tempting shit? Like what? Tempting natural disasters because gay marriage is legalized here of all places? Because there's so many other countries that have done it before us. But now that the United States did it, oh God, no! Now that the United States did it, the entire fucking world is going to end. You goddamn.
He America is God's country, Paul. You call yourself a veteran, but then you don't know that America is God's country.
You didn't even know what you were fighting for that whole time.
Yeah, come on, this Judeo-Christian
I was fighting
principles.
for corporate greed. That's what I was fighting for. What are you talking about?
At least the ginger knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I mean, like, dude, this guy, like, seriously believes in Noah's Ark. I mean, that should be open shut. Like, really thinks Noah's Ark happened.
Really thinks that the rainbow was a covenant between God and us. Like, I'm sorry, guys, didn't mean to kill you all, except for you. Go forth and spread incestuous kids.
Well, my girlfriend actually painted this awesome purse, and it's a unicorn shitting a rainbow, and it's one of my favorite pieces of art that she's done.
That is pretty awesome.
That was pretty funny. But what I want to say here is when it comes to Genesis 9:13, you know, with the God, rainbow in the clouds, stuff like that, covenant between him and Earth and man, and what saying that he's never going to flood again. Maybe the Christians are. Maybe it's a bad translation. Maybe God meant to say like, I have set my super duper rainbow inside the blue oyster bar, and it will be a sign of my gayness between me and the homos. Who knows? Could be just a bad translation, right?
It's lost. Yeah, it's the original Hebrew
exactly
into English.
Yeah.
Just
you
miss all that.
Exactly.
It's translated in Aramaic and all to Latin, and then it's all fucked up.
I don't know, but
also I like the bit at the end where it said like the rainbow flag has been used by the the gay pride movement or the gay movement or whatever since the 1970s, I believe is what it said. So this isn't like it's something new that they just started up, like, fuck Jesus, we'll use the flag or something.
Well, this is what you get when society's starting to progress towards, civil rights for certain demographics out there. And like we've said before in the show, you're going to see more and more of this vitriol and this contempt for that demographic. Yep. They're going to have this hatred still for the gay demographic, the LGBT, and it's going to keep on going and going and going until it fades away, just like slavery did and all that. It's just going to fade away, but it's not going to be anytime soon. They're going to become more extreme in their bigoted views on homosexuality, gay marriage, and we see right now where a bakery just got sued for $135,000, man, over this. You know what I mean?
Really?
It's just like
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah,
really?
It just happened. Yeah, $135,000. They just got.
You didn't hear about that, Drew?
Yeah.
Dude, was it like today or something?
No,
this week,
a few days ago.
Yeah, it's like this week.
Didn't hear about it.
Oh yeah, dude. And it's just okay. Listen, if you're gonna still be bigots and say, I'm gonna wear my religion on the sleeve and serve customers, so be it. You'll get sued and you'll lose a lot of fucking money. And you'll have to pay it out. Now it's time to stop with your bigotry and just serve people. I mean, like, you don't have to serve them, but do it in a way where it's not discriminatory.
No, my favorite are the marriage license clerks that won't fucking hand out. They're resigning. They won't hand out any marriage licenses now. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
And we're going to cover some of that on the goddamn podcast.
There's one guy in Kentucky I think it's Kentucky that refuses to quit his job, refuses to resign, and refuses to give out fucking marriage certificates to the LGBT community, like to the gay couples out there. He refuses it, and now it's big on social media now in the last day or two. And it's just like, really, dude? And the Kentucky mayor supposedly told her, the judge said, you have to do it. It's your job. You have to do it or resign. Yeah. He gave him an ultimatum. He's like, just either give him out or resign. Either or. I mean, seriously, dude, you're going to wear your religion on your sleeve and just have this fucking... Really, dude? I'm like, thank you. Thank you for making that statement. That's fine, because it makes you look like a fucking asshole. Yeah. And it only fucking... It's a positive for the LGBT community, because getting stories out like this is a fucking plus.
Yeah.
And people like that would be the first to point out and call, talk shit about a Muslim that didn't want to ring up pork if he was a cashier or something like that. Yeah, this is talk shit about other people, but then they do the same fucking thing.
The thing is with them denying licenses and stuff like that, because it violates their conscience or their religious beliefs. Where the fuck were those same people back when, because there are plenty of religious people that are pro-gay.
Correct.
That were forced by the state to deny same-sex couples their unions. Where were they then? They weren't anywhere. They didn't give a fuck about it then. It wasn't, it's violating someone's religion. No, you didn't get what you want, and now you're pissed. That's it.
And that's It's a horseshit. It's a horseshit excuse too. What if they were employed? I'd say if they were employed by the government, they have no choice. They can't say, "Well, no, my religious convictions say I won't do this." Well, you have no fucking choice. That's your job.
Yeah.
I mean, it might violate your religious convictions, but your religious convictions only go so far. When it goes to the point where it's impacting other people and it's going against their now constitutional right, fuck you.
That's right. You're there. You took the oath of office. You took the oath of giving out marriage certificates. Now fucking deal with it. You don't have to do it. If you're going to wear your religion on your sleeve, like I said, just fucking quit. Find another job that you don't have to discriminate against people. Just fucking do that, dude. Just like the whole fucking, I forget what state it was in, where they all fucking resigned. They all fucking resigned. So I'm good. Do that. Do that.
Yeah,
do that.
I
Get people.
Just good riddance.
Yeah, good riddance. And
I
get
don't
people in
think
there to actually care.
You could be go be a garbage man or a dog catcher or something like that, and
you never have to deal with it.
Exactly.
I guess unless then at that point you're like, I will not pick up this guy's garbage because he's a gay.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I always said, is like when you're at Wawa or a convenience store and you open a door, you don't know if they're bisexual, transsexual. You don't know what the hell they are, but you say, "Oh yeah, thank you, you're welcome." They don't know this shit, and so you don't even. Who gives a fuck, man? It doesn't affect you in any fucking way whatsoever. That's what pisses me.
That would be
off.
The county clerk office of Decatur, Tennessee, and there's also someone in East Texas, Go Drew, that resigned as well.